Hello, good evening or day or whatever. Uh, Good day. It's a better word. Hello, everyone. It's been a while. It's been a while. I hope the mic is okay. I got a new mic, and I should be so crystal clear now. You should hear this voice better than ever. Apparently, I could have tested it out. Yes, but you know. My friend told me I sounded great on Discord the other day, so that's enough confirmation for me. Mike is great. Thank you. Welcome everyone in the chat. I missed you so much. I missed you too. Well, I miss like streaming. I cannot say I miss people individually because I would be lying. That's mean. I don't lie. Hello everyone. Hello. Um, I haven't streamed in a while. I also haven't really drawn in a while. I did draw for commissions. I because that's my job. I was out of it for a week because I got sick. Because I get sick a lot, and then I drew for commissions, but I haven't drawn anything for my own for a while, and I haven't streamed in like weeks. So what better thing to do than stream? What a great introduction! What a great introduction. Um, Here is our little setup again. Uh, it is changed from I used to have it a different way. This one is how I did it last stream, and I liked it. I still don't know what I do with like the chat. I like to have the chat on screen as well in case I want to edit the video later on, but I don't want it to be too big. I think it's nice, but I think it's nice. I think it's nice. Like you can. There you go. I think it's nice. Um, of course, it's very important. I did not decide what to draw yet. I have no idea what to draw yet. I always want to just figure it out with all of you guys. Absolutely, I do have some whips, work in progresses. But I don't think they're that exciting. Uh, I wanted to draw chibi again after a while. My chibi style, the way I do chibis, is I like it. To give some context, uh, you know, this is how I usually draw chibis, but I wanted to try something different. So I still really like this one though. I wanted to try something different, so this is one of the whips I have. I got some inspiration even. I like to avoid inspiration, but I liked their proportions a lot. So you know, got my boy out again. This character is a D&D character I played. I think now it's already been years ago. I played him. Um, he was very annoying, but I really liked his design. Still really like his design, so that's why I thought let's use him for the chibi. This is the chibi, the chibi I have, but I don't know. I don't know. Another whip, 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 whip. Um, of course, fairies. Gotta stay true to myself. Oh boy, Firo. That's one whip I have. A whippity whip whip. Another whip. Whip is such a nice word. Another one I haven't finished yet is I started working on the full body for Aries. If you are unaware, I make full bodies for the constellations. This is Gemini. This is Taurus, right? And the only one that's left, I did all the other guys, though I do want to redo the older ones at one point. Don't kill me, but I do. But I did start Aries. I'm not thrilled, however. I don't know, something about it just does not like I like how to, but it's more like looking at a character. I don't like the pose that much. So that's a whip we can tackle as well. Another one I have is that I wanted to redraw some of the stars again. That's another one I have. See, this is him. Still like this headshot, by the way. This one is, I think, 2, 3 years old. 2 or 3 years old. 3. I think it's close to 3. So I want to draw him again. That's another thing. I think that's it for whips that would be enjoyable, semi enjoyable to see, I think. However, I also like to start with just sketching a bit. It's always hard. It's always hard. It's always hard. How long have you had your art style? Um, I think my opinion on art styles should be explained first before I answer that. But I always had my art style. I don't think art style is something an artist can obtain. It is something an artist already has. You, I think there's kind of like this obsession in the art community with like finding your style, finding your style. You already have your style. No artist owns the way they put lines on a canvas. Everything you do is your own style. It's already great. I think it's very discouraging to tell artists like you should find your own style, blah blah blah. You already have it. You already have it. Oh, I need to put this mic hangs. So yeah, this one is nice. There you go. Like always, no background music, because it always ends up either striking the video or anything like that. Welcome, welcome. I keep being judged for how I draw, changing constantly. Yeah, well, that's dumb. It's dumb that you're being judged by that because, like, everything you draw is your art style. In my opinion. In my opinion. I don't want to act like like, I know better than other people. That's not how I want to come across. It's more that I just, in my opinion, art styles, you already have it. It's just draw whatever you want. Even if you try to draw differently, you will still always find something recognizable because your art style is already in you. You know, even if you look back at my old stuff, you can still see it's kind of me. You know, and I think like some people are like, this is my art style. I have multiple ones. You don't have multiple ones. You maybe have different techniques, but an art style is just, again, in my opinion. Some people do say there are multiple ones. I don't want to. I feel like I'm sounding like I know better. That's gross. I don't want to sound like that. Oh. Anyway, another fun thing we can always do, of course, is design a character because that is something I do a lot anyway. But first, I have not drawn yet today. I was too busy watching Dan's moms, so I may be a bit rusty. Of course, I first always draw a few hats. I don't know, dude. If I know on the Discord people said things about like sexy Halloween outfits, don't know if I'm like capable, mentally capable of doing that. I'm first gonna need to do some warm ups because, yeah, again, I haven't drawn yet today. It's at night already here. It's 8 o'clock at night here. But sometimes I'm a bit better, or it's super, or it's like very early, and I feel very motivated to draw, or it's like really late and I feel motivated to draw. There's no in between. There's no in between. I haven't been in a Looji stream in a couple of months. I haven't streamed in a couple. No, I think I did stream in a couple months. Hello, everyone. The last stream was weeks ago. The last stream was, yeah, weeks ago, I think. Um, Let me eliminate something. Again, I'm not feeling. I like how the face turned out eventually, but I'm not feeling the pose. And I already tried so many things for the pose. Like my sketching process is just ew. So try different things. Try multiple things, and I don't know, dude. I don't know. I don't know. I I like to like this is the only one I still need to finish, but yet I like pushing that away because I'm just not feeling it at all. So we still have Fido. We still have Bobby. I call him Bobby because I'm very creative. And he was always like a joke character when I was playing D&D. It was kind of like I wouldn't say joke character, but it was I didn't like to take it too serious. He is he is design wise one of my favorite D&D characters I played, but playing wise I did not like being a bard. I did not like it. I I prefer to be other things because this guy was just in the thing itself joined like a new group, so This one just was not that fun. You're a cool person, Looji. I always glad to join your streams. Oh, thank you so much. I'm glad you're joining, Catherine. That's really sweet. Thank you. But I did want to try something like different for this dude. He was like a comical relief. He pretty much was, because he was just very naive and followed one guy around, an older man character, and he was like, "Oh, dude, he talked." I did a very great voice because I was just like, "This dude, wow, you're so great," and then he would like follow someone around, and whenever he said something, he would be like, "Yeah, I agree. Wow, you're totally great." That's my anime voice. It's not annoying at all. I'm getting into D&D. I need to player handbooks. Oh, cool. I um I have I played D&D for a while with friends, but then we all got like very busy, and then somebody needs to DM, and it just takes a little time, and nobody, due to our lives, was able to do so. But I did play some. I don't think I have them on this computer anymore, but uh, they were very fun. I really liked. Oh, I especially like to design them. I especially like designing them. I think I had five. No, one, two, three, four. I had four D&D characters. Yes, four. I had the first one was this one. That was an elf ranger. Yeah, there was an elf ranger, and she was a princess, and she had like a cool bow, yeah, she had a bow. As you can see, she had a bow, and uh, I like there was the very first character, and in the sheet, like our friend just made like pre-made a sheet for us, and one was like an elf ranger, but you could fill in um other details, and one of the details was skin color, and I thought it was so weird because I don't know, my first thought was like, well, there is only one, it's human. I don't know. I was not thinking that it's like multiple shades of the same color. So I was just, huh? So I just thought, okay, then I'm blue. I don't want to be human color like everyone else. I want to be blue. So I was like blue. And it ended up being like a whole like kingdom in our D&D game where there were blue elves, and she was a princess, but she oh my god, there's even more. She's a princess, and her brother is like the king, right? Luxidor. Um, and there were like all these blue elves everywhere. That one was really fun, and I played that character a long while because she was just mean, and I liked playing the mean one, honestly. But also, she was also nice. Don't worry, she was also nice. Liren, yeah, Liren. I think almost all my characters have a generated name, like a random generated name. I did like the brother. I did like the brother. But he got married. Oh, what was the story again? I think he got married to like a very like tall masculine woman. Like that was a whole thing. Like there was this wedding between two races, and the other racers were like very big, Vikings. I want to say dwarves, but they like I remember they were kind of like really big. So something like that. We had like a whole wiki page of everything, so I need to revisit that one time. And then you had Ricardo, and Ricardo did like the outfits and stuff like that. And then after this, it was like, okay, we were gonna do a one shot D&D, so you could go really crazy with the characters. And I, you know, stretch my hands. I was like, okay, now I'm gonna go the dumbest character. Well, not the dumbest, but I want to go like so far away. So I made this guy. Wait, this guy. Um, and this was a very old guy, a barbarian. Pretty sure a barbarian. Um, Fiefling, right? And he's 50, 60 year old. He's purple. Yes, he is. He's purple. And he used to be a sailor, but then he went to jail. And he has like tons of like kids running around. Like he doesn't know them. He got women pregnant and then he ran away and got in jail, is now out, and he's like, now I'm a better man. I'm a better man. And our D&D group was totally, because we knew it was a one shot, so every character was kind of like really crazy. Like one of my friends was a blind, almost deaf old woman, and he even like brought a prop to to mimic her outfits. So, but this guy was called Ramon because he's a goat. He's a ram. Remember? All the gold. I need to put gold in everything, Cinnamon. If I don't put gold in designs, it's not me. But this guy was very. He liked himself a lot, and he claimed that the team's name, and eventually the others went with it. But he was like, okay, our team name is Ramon, and the others. It's like Ramon and the boys, Ramon and the group. Ramon is the main guy. He claimed himself to be the leader, and at one point the others were like, okay, well we're Ramon and the others. And this guy had uh of course I do all my D&Ds in Dutch because I am Dutch, but this guy had a Flemish accent. I can do a pretty okay Flemish accent. So that's what I did throughout throughout this, which was not annoying at all. So he had a Flemish accent and he kept making dad jokes, and he would stop doing what he was doing and then roll to give someone a high five. And then other players would like join in, and like there was another player was like, okay, I want to do this, and then I want to jump over to Ramon to give him a high five. So I lots of high fives. So he was very fun to play. I think he's top two because my favorite. And then we have then I played Bobby. There was like that's this guy, and he was like the little. He was the young Bart dude. It was like, oh, dude, oh, I'm so cool. I love playing my instrument. And then we did another one shot, and this one shot was improvised because one of our players couldn't come eventually. So we random generated our characters by making little pieces on paper, and we didn't even fight. We just had like a bar together. We had a bar, and got I was the bouncer, but even though I was the bouncer, it ended up being like a very little guy. And this one was my by far my favorite to play because this guy his name is I random generated his name again. It was Creole. Um and even though he was officially the bouncer, he just like did all the odd jobs in the building, and he's an absolute loser. He's an elf, and his dad is like an adventurer. That's what this one is. His dad is an adventurer. So the owner of the bar was like, okay, you can come. And even though my name was Krill, it was very hard to pronounce, but one of the other players started calling me Krieltje, and Krieltje is Dutch for tiny potato. So and he was just him. His voice kept like he is like a teenager. Just like, oh god. And at one point they thought he was a girl, of course, also because I'm a woman. So some players got confused about what the fuck he was, but he was just a very insecure, scared uh guy. He's tiny. I don't think he was that tiny. Mr. Tiny Potato. Yes, Kriltje. Kriltje. That's why I made his hair like this because it's like potato. Because we first did the D&D session and then I designed him. That usually doesn't happen. Like all the other ones I designed beforehand. Just when this was designed afterwards. Because at one point also, like this one, he does his hair back and you're like, oh wait, he's very sad. But he wasn't necessarily short. I think he was just normal height. I don't remember anymore. I just remember that throughout that session it was very funny. And then the last D&D character I had. Wait, can I not count? One, two. Yeah, I had five. Kriltje, yes, Kriltje. And the other one I had was this one. Yes, you did. You spell it right. Don't worry. The last one I had was this one, and we random generated our characters again, and this time also generated a race, and we put in every single race they had to offer, and I got like the cat race, and I was not happy with it. I was like, no, I'm a fucking cat, and we had to our name had to be you had to pick one at the spot, and one of the other players was like, okay, I just look next to me, I see a newspaper, and in Dutch that's krant. So it was like, okay, so my name is Krant. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna do the same. And I looked next to me and I saw plastic. And it became like a running thing that his name was it had plastic in it, but it was like unpronounceable. People did not know how to pronounce it. He was very annoyed when people could not pronounce his very difficult pronounceable name, and it kept changing, but it was always something along the lines of plastic. Plastic. And I think it was shortened at Plusty or something at one point, but he was just very particular about his name. That's what I remember. He was also an asshole. Uh, Play what you know, I guess. He was an asshole. He kept licking himself during every scene he was in. He liked to stir, and yeah, there was also a walking tree or something, and he had a crush on the walking tree because he was like, I want to pee on that. I want to like scratch my nails on it. I want to do something with a tree. I want to sit in it. I don't know, dude. He really liked the walking tree. Something about that. Something about that. I remember vaguely, and he could see dead people. I think that was also one of the traits that he got randomly. But that one was very very fun. But he yeah, I enjoyed playing him. I enjoyed Krieltje the most, then Ramon, then Lirin, then the cat, then nothing, and then Bobby. Something about that walking tree. Maybe we could draw Krieltje or something. I do miss Krieltje. I miss him every day. I only played him once, but he was very fun. Let me draw Krieltje. He was just one of the other characters. Was the whole story about it was so dumb because we just made it up on the spot and it didn't make any sense. Um, but we had a bar, and the owner was obsessed with dragonborns. Um, and he was even like kind of like how you say it? He favored dragonborns. He thought like dragonborns were the best thing ever. So The cook was a dragonborn. So the boss was like, okay, you can have the job and you're the best ever. He was always employer of the month or employee of the month, that kind of stuff. But he was very bad at his job. Like the cook was very bad at cooking. But because he was a dragonborn, the boss was like, oh, isn't he great, guys? Isn't he great? The boss himself was named Jonas, and he was actually three gnomes. Three gnomes in a long coat, but he pretended to be a dragonborn. It made no sense. It made no sense. Um, and he was very good at juggling. I remember that. And then you had another staff member who was like the waiter, and he actually did all the work. He was very much the best work. He should have been employee of the month, but he wasn't because he was not a dragonborn. And he also was the one that was just fed up with Krieltje. He would like yell at Krieltje all the time. He was the one who eventually said like, okay, Krieltje. His name was not Krieltje at the beginning. It was very of course gotta do him without like, oh look. That's what he sounds like. I haven't drawn him in a while. I only ever drew him once. I did like no, I drew him one more time. I drew him one more time, but I cannot. I don't know where that and like his older like the boss also really liked adventurers. So when a famous adventurer who had his own book was like, "Hey, can my son work here?" The boss was like, "Of course. Are you kidding me? Of course." And then Kulchu walked in. I just want his sleep vibes. He just does not. He just wanted to. He just wants to help, but he can't because he was just not smart. And the whole premise of the whole one shot, which is I highly recommend doing the one shot, is that the health inspector came. The health inspector came, and they had, and of course their whole bar was not up to speed. It was also called a dragon barn because dragonborn obsessed boss, of course, named his thing the dragonborn. The health inspector, yeah. And then we also had an opposite, like another barn on on its side of the street, who we hated. It was, yeah, it was fun. But it's all, yeah. I do was wish to play again sometimes, but it just you can't always. It just takes more time for the uh how you call it, the DM, and I tried DMing once. It was not good, so I can't do it. Let's give him a body. Let's give him a body. It's always fun to redraw characters again that you haven't drawn in a while. Me and my bro are gonna learn and make a group, but we need to find a DM. I have a friend who plays it with two others, and he told me that they let Chat GPT be the DM, and they just take turns on when they need to roll dice. But I think you can even make Chat GPT do that. So if you can't find him, that could work. I'm gonna do like the same. Hands. uh, there you go. I do. That arm is a bit short. I don't know. I don't know why they're both there, but I'm trusting old me. Shouldn't always be done, but I think the code could be a bit code fast. Could be a bit better. You should be very skinny. uh, should be something here, I think. I think it's to flame. Let me take a sip to inspire myself. Kobolds are playable creatures? I have no idea. I never looked at any of the rules. I just let my. I think there are like so many creatures you can play. It's very fun. Here you go. One sketch. I do think there should be something here. I do think so, but. Hello, Pumpkin. I don't know. Like this. Yeah, I like a little scarf. I think this could totally be something way cooler. You know? Like a more Celtic design. Wait. Oh my god, can you guys hear the stuff in the background? The explosion sounds. The fireworks. Currently drawing a character. How informative. See if we can just quickly finish this to get into the swing of things, you know? Currently drawing a character. You sure are. I don't know. Because if I do his name, there's no. Like, I put that on there so people who just join the stream know what I'm doing. Because a lot of times people ask, like, what are you drawing? If I put, like, the name of the character, people will be not wiser. They're either thinking, what are those letters on the screen? Or they're Dutch and they think, why is she talking about a small potato? But I love him. It's just very. It's like more layers. Wait. You should not be able to see his eyes whatsoever. That's the goal. Welcome, Matthias. Matthias? Matthias? Samuel? Just ignore the one name. Let me first. Alright. Yeah, I'm just gonna put this. Let's just put like some lines to indicate. Ooh, hair. I don't know if I like that. Do we like that? Eh, good enough. Maybe a bit more. Because this guy does not cut his bangs. He doesn't let other people cut his bangs. He's too afraid to tell to even go to the hairdresser. He's shy. He's anxious. He hates breathing. He wants to do good for his boss and likes to bring his dad up in any conversation because his dad is a famous adventurer. That was his story. I don't remember much of his antics, but I do remember. I think at one point, like a motor gang. No, there were no motors, but like they had the vibe of a motor gang. A bike gang came into the restaurant, and he like stopped them from something. I don't. Oh, that's. Hmm. I think that looks too. Yeah, I want to have more cowardly. Like this mouth shape for any character who is too afraid to speak his mind. Mwah! I love it. A big fluffy, no, not fluffy, but a big scarf. Cause why not? Look how his head has the vibe of a krieltje. You know? Hello, Rain Rain. It's always so nice to look at your line art. Thank you. If you have Paint Society 2, I can give you guys the settings for it because it's a very nice brush. Uh, I think because sometimes I do try other art programs, but a lot of times I just come back to Paint Society because it has the best line art brushes in my opinion. I can just not get them anywhere else. I tried. I truly did, but I can't. It just flows nicely. I think I can achieve it in other programs. It's just like the settings are always so. I just like Pencil Sci. I'm a Pencil Sci supporter forever. It's the grandpa of a lot of other drawing programs, but I support it till the day I die. No, I don't, but I will for a long time. I love Pencil Sci. Pencil Sci 2. It's basically Pencil Sci 1, but then with a bit more stuff. or something. Do we like that? No, we don't. We don't. A great thing about a scarf as well is that I just don't have to draw or actually design other parts of his hair. How does the end of his hair look like? No idea. No idea. No one will ever know. I like that in designs a lot. That you know, you're uncertain of how certain part look. Either their hair being down, usually they wear it very differently, or how they look without a big ass coat on, or something like that. And then when they are drawn differently, like whoa, and like ever feel in the design, I think that was very nice. Smart. You don't need to drag the second eye. I don't need to draw any eye. I don't need to draw any eye because he's a shy boy. But he does have them. He does have them. See, this drawing I think is not only done very quickly. It was also done at least like 4 years ago. 4. He's so cute. Thank you. I need to draw hair down characters more too. It's so fun, isn't it? To like draw them differently. It's very fun. Uh, so I saved the canvas because I forgot to do it. That was always one of my favorite drawings of your. Are you for real? That's fun. I don't know, I never really. That's fun to hear, thank you. Your hands are delicious. How do people draw good hands? These? Or these? I think one thing that really helped me out was to first learn how to draw them chibi, as in like very thick and small. For some reason. And what really helped me as well is when I first started drawing hands, I did the fingers too. You know? Did I? I probably even did it here. No, I did not. But hand, like fingers, are free parts. Excuse my English. It's like this, and then this, and that really helped when I realized that. But as you can see, still need some. But I think at one point when you just drew a lot of hands, you combine all the fingers you once drew. You know. What's the theme of this stream, by the way? Um, anything, anything. I'm probably gonna finish this one real quick, and then we're gonna go over to whatever you want. If you guys are like, you now have to draw this, maybe I'll do it. Maybe I'll do it. If it's cringe, I'll even do it. I'm in a cringe mood. What's the super series I've always loved is design. Thank you. I I like his design too. But we're gonna change it a bit. A bit. Mm. Whoops. Mm. It gives cutie patootie. Cutie small patootie? Cutie potato creature? And just some random hairs here and there. You did a stream once where we collectively did an OC and it was a blast. Was it the bartender fairy? You also have these like randomizers. I tried doing like a randomizer, like an emoji randomizer, make a character of that. I couldn't. I was not. I was not. I couldn't do it. It was not. I was not creative enough with the character with the emojis I got, and I just. It was like a hospital and a flower. I don't know. Oh, the bartender fairy. Welcome, Rui. I use randomizer a lot for NPC by D&D campaigns. Yeah, I used to do get this generator with like pretty boys stuff. You could and they would give you like prompts. Be shown and I think it was. Yes. Ooh. I had uh you could get a name and then we'll give you the eye color, the hair color, the age, the height, and then two things, and then extra whatever. Uh, and I did it multiple times. I did this one once. The person, fairy, elf you're drawing looks cute. Thank you. Um, there he is. It's a half elf. I think he was a half elf from a D&D campaign. I've always been curious. How do you feel about people taking inspiration from your style? It's literally so nice. I sincerely believe I do not own it, and I think any form or shape of it is very flattering, very nice. Uh, I feel honored if that happens. If I can be some kind of inspiration, it's very well to me to think that. But if it happens, I can only be honored. And if I can mean anything to you in your art process, uh, I'm very glad to be that. And I think you can like recreate any art. Like I don't, you can even trace it. I don't even care. You will not be liked by other people, so maybe not do it. But for me personally, I don't care. I like drawing. I like it when other people enjoy it as well. And if I can help in any shape or form, I like it. You know. Your art I've seen on Instagram is so pretty. I aspire to be able to draw pretty men the way you do. Thank you. I don't post a lot on Instagram because I don't like Instagram's format because it always needs to be like certain ratio um and all that, and no transparent backgrounds. And you know I love my transparent backgrounds. I make every background transparent. Mwah. Also, my parents follow me on Instagram, so I cannot post any half naked men. I can, and I don't. I just don't want to. Lots of my art is just not formatted right for Instagram. Like either it's like little comics or stuff like that. I learned how to color line art from you like forever ago. Was it the one tutorial? Was it the one tutorial? I can't draw Glacier's hair. It's pretty annoying hair. That's such a sweet and healthy mindset to have. I feel like there's a lot of drama surrounding style theft these days. I wish more people feel the same way you do. Yeah, totally agree. I don't want to go into a big rant because I want to be fun, but I think the whole art community and art style have such a toxic relationship. They pressure artists into having their own, and it's so wild to me because art is such a fun hobby to have, and people are putting rules to it nowadays. They're like, okay, you have to draw everything ever. You have to be diverse. You have to be like, I can't even like anything. If you want to draw the same as red every single day, you're just as much an artist as anyone else, and you should keep drawing that stupid as red every day because you love drawing that red. You know, just draw whatever. There are no rules. You don't see the puzzle community like looking at each other and like, you should do more puzzles. You should do bigger puzzles. You should do puzzles with dogs on it instead of cats. Blah blah blah. You don't see other people doing that. You don't see other hobbies berating each other like that. And I find it so awful how the art community keeps doing that. And I don't like to associate with the art community because of those reasons. I think they're negative. I think they're dumb. I think they're whiny bitches that should just enjoy each other's art. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. Just look at art and enjoy it. I do it every single day. Okay, rant over. Rant over. Let's stay positive. You helped a lot personally with character design in my case. I admire your creativity and affection of the characters. Thank you so much. I always like to think about wrapping fabrics around characters. That helped me a lot. Just wrapping stuff around, and then thinking in materials as well. Like either fake material or rope. I put in a rope anywhere. I really like the clothes you make. They feel very complete. I don't know how to explain it. Thank you. I do get what you mean to but like not in a way to say like I'm super good at it because I can definitely improve. But I used to design clothes differently. And how I now go about it. I'm gonna try giving you an example of how I go through a process a bit. Um, I'm looking for my files to see if I have. I'm not showing my files. No, sometimes I don't know where my streaming program is like. What if we showed your files now? What if we did that? Wouldn't that be wild? Um, I don't really have an example, but I think what I usually do is get like the bigger outlines of a design. Like I don't know, ooh, you know, and I kind of figure out the this is my hello. Um, I kind of think about the design, blah, the silhouette, like I don't know, like a long coat, and I think in layers a lot. Like put like channel your inner Disney Channel stylish and put so many layers on top of each other. It is so. It helped me a lot with things. Just, oh, maybe a color, and maybe underneath there's another code, and oh, more fabric here. This is awful. But I don't know. I think for me, what really helped is just think in layers. Like, even if you think you're done, put a layer on top of it again. And also repeat stuff. Like, if you have these things on the shoulders, I'll repeat them here. Like, I try to repeat a thing every single time. I don't ever. Like, this is not a. Cruelty is not a good example because cruelty was done very quickly, but I never know part of the design should ever be alone. Whether it's a color or a pattern or a shape or a material, I always like to at least repeat it once. If that makes sense. Are you ever are you ever planning to join Art Fight next year? I'm gonna be real honest with you. I have no idea what it is. I see that everywhere, like Art Fight, Art Fight. I have no idea. I don't get it. I have no idea what it is. I'm not very active on social media outside of what I post, which sounds so selfish. I'm so sorry. But outside of what I do and outside of the cringy stuff my friend sends me, which I enjoy, which I love. So I know the dramas, I know the tea, as the kids say. I know tons of bad fan fiction. I know all that. I'm in that. I get my fork. I get my knife. I'm eating that shit up. Art Fight, no idea. Yeah. It's cool as fuck. You basically compete by doing fan art for other people's OCs. Yeah, it sounds very fun, but I do think uh, I usually don't really do that because I don't really have time for that much. Because either I do commissions or I do it for myself. I should draw. Well, no, you don't have to draw for other people, of course, but I don't know. I don't think it's my thing. How do you feel about the color purple? I like purple, especially lavender. I have so many things in like lavender. Like the color of my like, cat figure. I have like my headphones are that color. I have uh um cases that are. I've too much of the. I'm like one of those purple people that has way too much. If I were to draw Glitch's hair, how do I simplify it? I do like to simplify, be able to simplify any hairdo always. And I can give Gletscher as a example. Uh, Here he is. But what I like to do with any hair is I work in sections, right? Um, uh, a section on top of the hair, on the sides, and then underneath. And then if I feel real fancy, it's also something on in front of the ears. So what we have with Gletscher here is that basically his hair. I shouldn't be. You shouldn't be happy. Um, is and an ear. Is that one lock goes behind, and then you have the first layer of the hair is basically just this. And then he has another hair. I've seen some people who tell me like, wait a second, I just now realized this character, and then insert any character of mine because it's way too much. Does he have like a mullet? And I'm like, yes. Are you kidding me? I'm the half of my characters have a mullet, and I'm proud of it. Okay, and I'm proud of it. I have so many characters with mullets because I love mullets. Fight me. Fight me on the street. Hey, Luigi, are you going to do Pretty Boy Tober this year? I'm not. I decided not to, um, because I did not have time to make prompts. I've been pretty busy. I got a new job, but I haven't started yet. But like the whole process of that is pretty consuming. Also, I'm going on a trip next week, or not next week. And like Monday, I'm going on a trip for a few days, so I won't be present in the beginning of October anyway. And I don't know, it was also always really stressful for me because I only completed once. But I don't know. It's kind of always stressful. Uh, Also, I don't have the best health. I talked about this before, but I get sick pretty often. So especially around this time. So I already knew I was gonna be like sick. I don't know, like the motivation. I was not feeling it. I was not feeling it. People would ask me to just make a prompt list, but I also thought, let's put like a boundary somewhere. Uh, if I'm not gonna participate, I also gonna not make a prompt list. People can just use the older ones because I wouldn't even know what kind of prompt. I always try to do like a little theme in the prompts. And with theme, I mean like either it's like the first one was just stereotype boys, then it was like I think just words. I don't know anymore. Yeah, I think there was concepts, and then the third one was attributes. Like long hair or beard or whatever. And then the previous one was anything that ended with an Y. So anything that ended with a Y. So I couldn't come up with a new one anymore. So I thought, you know what? Let's just not. That's understandable. I joined this year and it really got me motivated, but then I burned out after 3 weeks. I was mainly asking to have an excuse to draw fan out of your characters. Oh, fun. Yeah, but that's also being like, it's a burnout. You know, it's not fun. What's your favorite song? Mine is Hey Kiss by Molina. I don't have a favorite song, I think. I don't really have a favorite song. Um, I think a lot of songs I do like or have a special place in my heart are like songs that remind me of fun things, like my youth. Uh, but actually, I don't know. I listen to I listen to anything. Also, I don't follow like artists. I just like the music itself, all that kind of stuff. So I don't know. What's your new job? Um, Scheduling. I make schedules for schools. So I rolled into it 2 years ago, and I'm pretty good at it. I did schedules for several schools. I used to be like you could hire me, and then I would most of the time it was if someone was sick or they just needed more help, I would join a team to schedule for them. Schedule the school stuff. What is your dream job? When I was younger, it was always like art, but I stepped away from it. Because what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna do 3 days office job and then 2 days drawing job, and I think that's perfect for me. That's really nice. Sometimes I don't even gonna fill up the drawing job. I'm very fortunate that I don't need to do that. So, because as soon as my art became my full time job, I did not enjoy art as much anymore. And I treasure art as my hobby too much for it to be my job. So, uh, I don't recommend it. It is fun. I do like doing commissions. But as a full time job, and knowing that uh, if I don't draw, I won't be able to pay rent, to say it harshly. No, I don't enjoy that. So, but maybe if but that's like freelance art, I think, because I would still like to. I would love to be part of like a art team. You know what? Dream job. Here's my dream job. Your mom. Here's my dream job. I want to make pretty boys for a gotcha game. That's what I want. That's what I want. I did make a concept of a gotcha game with my art, because that's a dream. And then on top of that, it's not a dream job, but that's like the dream in general. I want then people to make bad fan fictions of those characters. Uh, Even better ASMR boyfriend audios of those characters. That's my dream. That's my dream. What advice do you have for commissioning? I want to start selling commissions when my bank card and stuff is finalized. Um, mm, I don't know. I'm not. Just a disclaimer. I'm not like super wise art mage in the forest. I don't have all the good answers in my opinion. I don't know, but for me, um, be sure that you can take criticism because you own your customers. That because for me, I wasn't able to do it when I was younger. I do. I am able to do it now, but when people point out a mistake in a sketch I sent for the commission, or they want something differently, I don't take any of that personally anymore. I even am glad when people do it because I am paid to give them the best art I can provide, and if they have points they want different, then I will do that for them. If you can't handle that, art will not become fun for you anymore, and that would be a shame. So be sure to know that art as a hobby and art as commissioning are two different things, and be sure to know what you value more. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Not the ASMR boyfriends. Yes! Rain, rain. I will. Bow Bunny. I will. I love ASMR boyfriends. I love listening to them. To then with a very like his Game of Thrones lore, explain it to my friend, and then watch her cringe. I love it because I don't know something about I. I think I'm in the boat with y'all. Okay, they're awful, but in such a good way. Love it. I love it so much. Especially ones that are so out of character. You're like, this could have been any character. This could have been any character, or just random characters. Like mafia boss kidnaps you. Oh, heard of Maya Winky? She's a really funny ASMR YouTuber. I think I know what you mean. I don't know. I don't want funny. I want I want people who totally believe. I want the ASMR that is made for the lonely teenage girl in their bedrooms. The ones who they don't even like I say ASMR, but it's just like audio. It's just like I don't know, like Deku from Boku no Hero Academia X listener. That's what I want. And I want them to take it so serious. I listened to one once. What was it again? Yes, you tell, because that's part of fate. You are part of the whole story. They're like Dora Explore you, and audio role plays, yes, and they would be like, "Oh, hey, babe, what? You had a great day today?" That's the shit I want. That's the shit I want. And I listened to one, and it was two guys from Boku no Hero Academia. Ooh, I stopped watching after a few seasons. I don't know. Bakugo and his buddy, his rat buddy, Kirishima, and then you tell them that you're pregnant, but they're both the dad. They're both the dad, both of them, and it's never questioned at all. It's just a guy doing two voices. It's like, "What, babe? You're pregnant?" And I'm like, "Whoa, dude, it's so cool. We're gonna be parents." Mwah. Mwah. Dream. I want to stumble across an ASMR boyfriend video, a roleplay boyfriend video, and they use my art. Steal it for all I care. I don't care. I want to see it. That's wild AF. It is. It is. It is. It is. Once I saw an ASMR video where all the overpowered anime MCs fight over the listener's hand in marriage. That sounds parody to me, and I don't want the parody ones because the parody ones are in on it. Don't want it. I want the serious ones. I want the ones that 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 do it for the money. Do it for the money. I only have respect for the monies. That's what we all need. Look at how skinny the hand is. I want to low-key find an audio roleplay of Gletscher. I don't know. I don't know if my actual characters would be very audio roleplayable, which is a word I just made up. Um, but I would love it. Anything. The one that whisked you away to Wonderland. Yes. Yes. I once saw one, and it was multiple like villains from Boku no Hero Academia, of course. Um, and um, you, they were like villains. They're like the villain league. What, love or something. League of Villains. League of Villains. Oh, I remember you so well. Um, and they summoned the demon for more power, and you are the demon, and you're also very sexy. And then you, and then you go into a room, and you're like, okay, one by one, I'm gonna hear you guys out on what you want, why you want my power, and they all seduce you because damn, you're a sexy devil. Damn. What's the character you're drawing? His name is Krilcha, and he was a D&D character I once played. It was a D. I probably could be drawing something more interesting, but before we have that, I'm drawing this boy. The head needs to be bigger. I always end up drawing the hands too small. But then a lot of times I also draw or transform the hands too big at the end. But that's because, and I have a very reasonable reason, but my hands are also, I have very big hands. I have, like, my brother is 37, and no, he's 38. We have the same size hands, if that tells you how. And that has been the case since I was younger, and he's 11 years older than me. Same size hands. Same size hands. What is your D&D character's class? And was he was playing as in fun? Um, he had no class. That sounds. No. This was like a one shot. We quickly did. We had to improvise, and instead of like fighting, we had a bar. We had a tavern. And the health inspector came that day. So we had to make sure everything went according to plan. And then there was a big festival in town, and orcs. That's it. I told this story in the beginning of the stream, and I forgot what they were, but orcs came to town, and they were very loud because like their football team just won. So they were in a tavern being very loud, and they had to leave before the health inspector came. So this guy came and was like, "Guys, I don't want you to roughing up the place. Please, please be respectful. I really want you guys to be respectful. I love anime." That's even more stressful than any dungeon. It was very funny, and then at one point, like an ingredient was not there, so we had to steal it. It was very dumb, but I loved it. I loved it a lot. Sounds like a fantastic one shot. It was very funny. I recommend it. We just we all made pieces of paper with not a class, but like the role of what you had in a tavern. So what the boss, the waiter, the cook, and the bouncer. And I got the bouncers. I was this is a bouncer, but it was eventually translated to like the one who does all the odd jobs. So he like cleaned and all that, and he's also, maybe that's great context, he is smashing up a face here, and that is because we played in Dutch because we're Dutch. There was this one thing, he had to make a certain like fish or something, but he misheard and thought it said like break a vase, so it was like, okay, I'm gonna break a vase now. Do you like my Deku impression? And I'm gonna do it. And he did it. And then he was yelled at because he was very stupid and he didn't. And then one of his things he got randomly assigned was that uh, he had how you call it? He had a gambling addiction, but part of course of the one shot was how you translate that correctly in the session, and for him it just ended up him playing Truth or Dare with anyone who would listen. And he was insecure about his height, so I think he was pretty short then. He was like insecure, or he was too tall. I don't remember, but he was like a bit insecure. He was a half elf, and there was another thing, but I don't remember. I don't really remember anymore. Excuse me. I think maybe like a famous dad was one of the quirks he got, because his dad is like a famous adventurer, and he made like a book. That's why like the bikers came, like the bike orkers, the orc bikers came and were like, yeah, let's rough things up. Um, and then Looji was like, guys, stop, stop. You know, my dad would never do this. And he put out like the book, like, my dad. This, I think his name was like Tato. Because potato, because he was like a creature, which is a small potato. Oh no, it was Doppel. I remember it was Doppel, which like it's the same as like the last part of potato. So Tato could also um be the same thing. So his dad was like a famous one, and he's like, guys, my dad Tato would never do this. And everyone's like, wait a second. Tato, he's so cool, dude. We have respect for you now. We orcs, we're gonna go. And we're not gonna trash up the place, even though our football team won, and we're very happy about that. Bye. And then he went away. Orc biker sounds so epic. I think I don't know if they actually had bikes, but like that was the vibe they were giving, you know? Orc bike. Do you like FNAF? I followed FNAF since the first one, and I don't know why, but I just want to know every theory, so that's what I do. There's a new theory out. Gonna gonna watch it. Gonna see it. Gonna read about it. Um, my I don't love it. Don't think it's good. My love for it is kind of like erotic, but I'm too deep in. Does that make sense? I made like a presentation to my friend to explain the whole lore to her and every character and all the theories, and it was dumb and very. I like to make presentations for my friend once in a while, and lately, and I always make them like very ugly, and it's things like which Genshin Impact character would treat me the best, or um, which Twisted Wonderland character is the best at flirting, or a list of all the hear me out characters you find attractive, and I also did like Five Nights at Freddy's lore as a presentation. We just like to give presentations to one another. And recently, what I've been doing for her, which is even wilder, is I've been doing. I just, I love cringy fan fictions, and I was like, wait a second, I can also make cringy fan fictions myself with uh, character AI chat. So I've been doing character AI chat, and then I try to make this epic. I like my Disney Channel uh um soap series, and then I make a presentation for her about what's been happening. Wait a second. Glowfish is my cat. Glowfish. Wait 1 second. Oh my god. Yeah. Okay, I'm back. My cat wanted to leave the room, and he was being very aggressive. Oh, not aggressive. He says, "Sweetie pie, I love my cat," but he was damaging the door. Swiss Wonderland mentions, "Who's your favorite character slash dorm?" Bo Bunny, I'm telling you, I'm the room I'm in right now has. I don't want to say. I don't want to say an amount of money because that would be too shameful. But I am surrounded by Twisted Wonderland merch. Surrounded, in a gross way. In a gross way. 3 digits at least. That's like even like maybe four. I play with my friend. I don't play it alone, and we really like to play visual novels from time to time because part of the fun is to you know do the voices, and we're not good voice actors. You heard my Deku voice just now. Um, but it's like you have to come up with a voice without knowing the character, and then you gotta stick with it, right? Stick with it. So, we're the hot Disney boys, I see. I am. So, and we just been playing it a lot, and we just really like it, and um, we just really enjoy. Oh my god, my cat is coming back in the room. Hi, Clovis. Come on, come on. Well, anyway, my favorite dorm is probably Savannah Claw, but my favorite character is Colleen. So that's the end of it. That's the end of it. I've been doing character AI chats for my Disney soaps for my friend, and the first one I did was I populated with Trey from Twisted Wonderland. I'm telling you guys, we're married and we have a child. I was so fascinated by it. And I made a presentation, and I even made like dumb ass little, because you can do like, what kind of picture are you gonna use for your own stupid fan fiction? I drew them. I, I drew it all. Clovis? I drew like slides, and I did way too much, and they're very like, I want to have twist in them. I want to have a trauma that a character has to, like, I don't even say I make like personas. Yeah. It sounds so bad right now, but it's I don't know. I just want, it's the fun part of it is to tell my friend like it's a very like Korean drama. And I highly recommend. I highly recommend. It's very funny. But like making presentations, love it. Love it. I made we also did a presentation of just like any fictional character you like, which all of mine were just tall men. I really let, if a character is tall, I'm there. And a guy. And a long man, here I am. Ew, ew. And the hear me out characters, you know, like the characters that are dumb, but just something about them, you know. And I made the mistake to put in um um I made a mistake to put in Lightning McQueen. So now every single time there's someone with the stupidest car, my friend sends it to me. He's like, "Here's your boyfriend." Like, shut up, shut up. Does anyone else sim for Looji's character, or is it just me? Hippo, are you gonna judge me for Lightning McQueen? Because Lightning McQueen, like the essence, not the car itself. Okay, not the car itself. Not the car itself. Okay. It's the five of the car. Thank you, Karma. Thank you, Karma. You understand me. Like if he was the person driving the car, I guess. But honestly, he wasn't like even the worst one on that list. I once heard this. Yeah, Doc is yeah. Um, I had I had some like ones that a lot of people have on that list. You know, like the tiger from Ice Age. Like, come on, uh, things like that. But I also had. I think I had wilder ones than the car, in my opinion. But it's just fun to make a list and judge each other. That's basically what it is. I had a crush on Spartacus from Lacetown when I was a kid. I still have. Like that's not like but that's not a hear me out. That's just an athletic, handsome man. Yes, he wears a silly outfit, but that's just an outfit. He's not silly in essence. You know? That's not a hear me out. 'Cause that's just a man. That was like the rule for that list. No real man allowed. No human man allowed. I get Jesus. Um Also question. What's his Gletscher sexuality? He likes women. Straight. I think most of my characters are straight. Sorry to Clovis. Come on. If you hear me speak very high, it's to my cat because my cat wants to leave the room, but I can't keep getting up to open the door for him. So I have to entertain him so he will not leave. I'm gonna. Ooh. Glitcher is straight, so straight laced. The thought of entertaining a woman is so far beyond removed in his mind. He's got a kingdom to run. Exactly. He used to have a fiance, but she was like, nah, I'm gonna run away with someone I really love because I want to marry for love. I don't want to marry someone I don't even know. And Glitcher was like, when is the wedding? When is the wedding? I can run a kingdom. I can run a wife. I don't care. I don't care. Anyway. The drama. He really is. Just tell me the appointment time and I'll be there. Yeah. He's like, sure. I'm a king, so I'm gonna need a queen. When will she be here? When will she arrive? She can sleep in my bed. I guess. We'll make a child or free. I guess. But then, no, but then you worm him up, okay? You worm him up at the end of the day. Oh, ASMR boyfriend Glitcher. You worm his heart. No. Garner is probably thinking, why can't I have an arranged marriage? Yeah. But like, who want that? Who want that? The thought of him procreating also feels like it's a job for him. They make one. It's like, is it a boy? No, darling. Damn. Okay, again then. No, no, and then he warms up, and then he loves his wife. Eventually, or he dies alone. You don't know that. Me neither. That's cute as F either way. I bet he'd be so awkward the first few times. Rip his potential wife. Yes, probably. But that's part of the charm that people want. The other hand is always, you know? Meanwhile, I'm over here like this. If you'll accept the harem, he will not. He will not. He's the faithful man. A man who only loves you because it's his duty is hot AF. I get you. I get you. In like the fictional way. He's a faithful man. Yeah, like talking about characters like they're real. It makes me gag. But I should embrace it. I should embrace it. I know I should embrace it. But it's hard. It's so hard for me. I don't know how to do it. Oh, what the fuck? It's just the hand is not handing. I kind of see what's going on. There you go. Little worm pinky. I think like Fletcher is just made to be the older brother, and that's like it. And uh, I didn't have like a lot for him, so I still don't really have too much for him. Hello, my cat. Hello, my cat. I love you so much. So lieb and so leuk. If you hear stuff on the ground, it's my cat. I'm sorry. uh, I tried traditional art a few days ago. I was going to my parents' house. Promised my mom we would paint together. And when I was drawing on paper with paint, I was reminded why I draw digital. Jesus Christ. Oh, especially like I do not like I just did not. I was doing paint and then you had to like wait till it dries. Ugh, the waiting. Like I just want to continue. I just want to continue, and nothing is doing what I wanted to do. It's so hard being me. No, but it's just I didn't even mind like the undo or zoom in. I don't even mind. It was just the waiting and the tools. Like you have to have good tools. Never doing it again. Yeah, color pencils are nicer done. Yeah. But I was spending time with my mom, so I loved it because I love my mama. No, I did enjoy time spending time with my mom. My mom made really cute stuff as well. But sometimes just like simple art is just nice because I'm an aunt, so I would sometimes when my niece was growing up just draw with her a lot, and that was always fun. Like we just color stuff or just draw simple things on paper. That was fun. I don't know. It's like drawing with a kid makes you lose a lot of like constriction as well in the best way. Um, I love my cat. I love you. I love you so much. So I hate the other finger. I might just gonna the urge to cut that finger off. This guy has just 9 fingers. Clovis? Oh my cat, you're so soft and so more beautiful. Yeah. I do like the sleeve. I like when a sleeve is like puffy and you know. quiet. Sometimes it's quiet. I gotta go. I'm gonna draw the character I'm gonna ship Fletcher with. I'll post on Twitter and egg you if you want. Sure. I love to see it. I'd be honored if you draw any of my characters. They'll like you're free to ship anything, but most of the time I'm not gonna ship along. Just want to make that warning. Because let me draw. Like I think this. Yeah. I always take pretty long with line art because even though this is more like usually, especially if it's a commission or something, I really try to make the line art as neat as possible. This one is thicker line, so it's not as neat, but that's why line art takes it takes a while for me. It takes a while for me. And even though sometimes I do rougher ones and it just looks just as nice, I guess, still, I want to make it like really neat. I'm a perfectionist only when it comes to my art. Other stuff? No, not really. Recipes? They're just suggestions to me. I am not a perfectionist in any other form. Bye bye. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I like to make half bodies because it's like half of the work. Okay, well, I don't even because with legs are so hard to find a position where the legs, love my accent, where the legs make sense. It's always hard. It's always hard. I can never get it right. Well, not never, but like it takes a long time. Rephrase that. It takes a long time for me to get like full body poses to work. So that's why I usually don't do them for casual art because I'm like, nah, I want to just enjoy some art right now, and I'm not enjoying it if I have to make it. I enjoy the end result more if it's full body, but sometimes I just want to like the fairy characters. I made like only three actual drawings, like with shading and all that. All the other ones are just sketches. They're just quick things because I just wanted to have fun with it. I will be ending the stream in a few minutes because it's getting late. Also, usually I stream a bit longer, but I don't have that much time tonight. But I do want to finish. Maybe I'm gonna finish this whole. I'm not sure. Not sure about that. Just a little bit more. So if you have any questions, ask them now. Or not. You don't have to. I'm not that good at answering questions, I know. So I don't blame you. I still need to do the other. Mm. Yeah, my cat wants to get out now. I'm gonna end the stream, I think. I think that's the best. Um, we only drew this. We didn't draw much. Might finish this one tomorrow. Not in the stream though. Uh, I won't be able to stream tomorrow. And then I will be going on a trip for a few days, so I won't be active anywhere. I don't think you'll very notice it very much. I will be active on Discord always because that's just on my phone and I yap there all the time. But other than that, I want to thank everyone for coming to the stream. It was fun. I'll try to get more art out soon because it's been real quiet on social media. I know it's kind of a shame. Thank everyone for coming. I hope every single one of you has a great rest of your day, and we'll the yeah, I don't know, dude.